Hey there, Michelle. How's it going today?
Good, Lindsay. Lindsay, do you try to get multiple things done at once?
Oh, I absolutely do, especially when I'm working
Yeah.
online. If I have to
Mm.
wait, if the thing is, the little wheel is moving, I have to go to another window and start something else. It's crazy.
That's funny. Yeah, well, I'm glad to talk to you today. I mean, should we record a podcast episode while we're at it?
I think we might as well since we're on the phone. Hey, while we're chatting, while we're at it,
Let's
let's
do
get going.
it.
Let's do an episode 2. Might as well.
All right. Yes, might as well. All right. So today we are going to talk about a very useful expression used to talk about productivity in English.
Yes.
Lindsay, we just said it. What is it?
We said it. The phrase is while we're at it. And I love that this came up in your real life, real English with your native speaking friends. What were
Yep.
you doing when this came up?
I think my friend was talking to my daughter and she said, "Oh, should we take our shoes off while we're at it?" Something like that.
Okay.
And I just realized that this was a very I said that's a good one. A lot
Yeah.
of a lot of my recent episodes have come from this one friend speaking pattern.
Oh, that's so funny. Does she know she's such a great source of ideas
I
for the
told her,
podcast?
I said you're real. I said you've given me a few ideas today. But it's true. They're all good. So I don't know. It's I don't walk into it. It's not like I walk into my conversations with my friends saying, "Okay, I'm listening for ideas." But
Yeah.
when they come up,
That would
it
be creepy,
hits me.
Michelle. That would be
You're
creepy
right.
if you did
All
that.
right, I have my notepad. Let's talk about it. No, it's just that sometimes all of a
Yeah.
sudden I'll hear something. I think
Yeah.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah, so the most important thing for our listeners to know here, guys, is that this is real English coming directly from our conversations with our native speaking friends. So
Yes.
go ahead and hit that follow button. And while you're at it, leave us a review. Right. Well, oh my gosh, I
Oh.
did not even think about
Wait,
saying
you
that.
didn't?
I didn't even think about
That's
it.
hilarious.
While you're at
All
it,
right.
go ahead and leave us a review. Let us know what you think about this podcast. All right.
Perfect.
I want to call out Farubia, who left us a review on January 10th, and she or he said, "Love it. 5 stars." And then they said, "Without a shadow of a doubt, these girls are the
Ooh.
best." Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
Michelle. That is
Very
fantastic.
good English. Thank you
Yes.
so much. That's such a nice review.
Yep. So go ahead and leave your review, everyone, to get your name announced on the show. So, Michelle, other than your friend who's giving us so many great ideas, we have to send her a thank you card. Do you find yourself using this expression a lot?
Absolutely, and it sounds like you do too because you just used it.
I swear, I did not
Yeah,
even plan that. I did
that's
not.
so funny. I thought you were just being zippy
Nope.
and let's go
Nope.
for it.
Nope.
Not zippy, not going for it. Yes, just natural.
Natural.
Yeah, I definitely use this. It's extremely useful.
Yes.
But what does it mean?
Okay.
While we're at it, while you're at it, what is
Yeah.
it?
Let's break it down. So it means while we're doing something, we might as well do something else, get something else done. And so what I said was go ahead and hit the follow button. And while you're at it, meaning while you're in your Apple Podcast app
Right.
or your Spotify app, you might as well go ahead and leave us a review. So while
Yes.
you're at it, leave us a review. Perfect.
Right. It's convenient, so
Mhm.
it would be a good idea. Okay, you have it open already. So it's usually out of convenience, and it does. We've talked about that expression, "Kill two birds with one
Yes.
stone."
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
kind of like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this one is to me is very in the moment or while making plans. So like our example in the beginning, imagine that we were just having a video chat anyway, and figured we
Yeah.
might as well record.
I also just think I like it more than 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 birds with 1 stone feels violent. It feels like what I said naturally without even thinking about it at the top of the show. I never would have said, "And if you wanna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, go ahead and also leave us a review." It just
Right.
isn't as common. It doesn't feel as natural. So this is a much better go-to option for our listeners, I think.
Right, right. And I believe that we spoke about the other one and that yeah, it's interesting. There are some things that we teach that are just going to be everyday roll off the tongue kinds of
Yeah. Mhm.
expressions and this is one of them. Whereas two birds with one stone is very useful and you'll hear it. It's a little bit more you have to put a little bit more effort into it. It has more imagery.
Y Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it also appears at a different place in the statement. I think that would tend to appear at
Right.
the end, right? "Hey,
Right.
while we're in town, let's pick up some milk and also get gas. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone." At the
Right.
end, right? You're commenting
Yeah.
on what you're doing, but while you're
Right.
at it, I'm saying that kind of at the beginning, or it could also be at the end. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, right. And guys, while we're at it, I just want to let you know that we are
You
going to
did it
do a
again.
we're going to do a Spotify poll later on in this episode. So guys, sometimes we interact with you we put a poll on every day, but these special ones are ones that we share the results. So it's a great way to interact. So if you're listening on Spotify,
Yes.
you can answer this poll. So wait until further in the episode and we'll give you the question.
All right. So should we do some examples to make this crystal clear for our listeners?
Yes, exactly. So, here we go. Here's one. Lindsay, could you pick up your shoes and move them off the carpet? And while you're at it, can you put your umbrella in the stand?
Perfect. Exactly. So while I'm at what, Michelle? While I'm at the business of cleaning up things, moving my shoes, organizing,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yes.
I'm imagining you came in the door and you just kind of threw everything and
Yes.
I'm,
Yeah.
saying, "Can you just pick those up?" And
Yeah, and the concept of this, I find that people are one of two ways, right? And I hate it when people do this. They create buckets, but I'm doing it right now.
Mhm.
People either like to piecemeal work. For example, cleaning. I think we've had this conversation.
Yeah.
Piecemeal cleaning, like a little every day, or
Yeah.
they like to get it all done at once, maybe once a week. It sounds like I think you mentioned before you're more of a piecemealer. Is that right, Michelle? Or how are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you are all at
All at once,
once?
yeah. So
That's what
while,
I thought.
I'm taking out the trash, and while I'm at it, I wanna clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom. I don't wanna go back to this work every day. I just want it to be done for the week, and then I revisit it the next Sunday. So
Right.
that's how this while you're at it kinda fits in. Do you piecemeal things or do you do things, all at once,
What
right?
does piecemeal mean?
Piecemeal is a great bonus for today. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Piecemeal means you do things in pieces. You
Yeah.
do things in pieces, in phases, or you come back to it. But that's not who I am.
Okay, excellent. All right, what's the next example, Lindsay?
All right. So I could say, let's see. I could say, okay, first, let's wash our hands. Oh, and wash the tomatoes while we're at it. Yeah.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
the sink on.
Thanks on. Yeah. Exactly. What's another example, Michelle?
I'll boil the water, and while I'm at it, I'll preheat the oven.
Perfect. Yeah. So it just fits so naturally. And the other thing I love about this phrase, it's a good transition. So if you're taking IELTS and you're putting together a speaking answer, it's a really nice way to
Yeah.
transition to ideas. It brings your phrases together instead of saying,
Yes.
and next I'm going to, and then I'm going to, and
Right.
while I'm doing that, I'm going to. It's just
Yes.
natural, right?
Yeah, very natural.
All right. We have a few more examples to make sure our listeners 100% get this. All right.
All right.
All
Here
right,
we
here we
go.
go. Yes, go ahead.
I
Go
did
ahead.
my cardio at the gym, and I figured while I was at it, I should also lift weights.
Oh, I love this because now we're seeing that we can do this in different tenses, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
in the
share
past
so,
tense.
yes, exactly. So you're telling stories, you can use it. I mean, this is just so versatile. It can be used
Mhm.
for anything, I feel.
Exactly. I could see using it for the past tense. I wouldn't use it for the present perfect tense. I never hear while I've been at it. That doesn't
Oh,
make
no, no,
any
no, 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 no,
sense.
no, no, no,
It
no,
doesn't
no.
make any sense
All I
either, right?
No, not
Grammatically?
real. That's
No.
not yeah, no, that's tricky.
No, 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 no.
All right, one more example, Lindsay.
All right. If you're going to watch TV, at least fold some laundry while you're at it. Yeah. And, if you have teenagers or something, you're probably likely to say this to them, right?
Right. Yes, exactly, exactly. So, yeah, to me, this expression sounds pretty light, pretty friendly, but I mean, in the wrong tone or in a nasty way, it could be on the root, like, more strict side, like that last example. At least fold some laundry while you're at it. That could be
Oh, yeah.
a little bit snarky, but I think with basic things, I think it's just very useful. What do you think, Lindsay?
Yeah, I think it's really useful. I do hear it sometimes to snap at people if someone's in a fight. Maybe
Mhm.
they'll say, "Oh, go, get out of the house, and while you're at it, go pick up something." I don't know. Maybe not a serious
Right.
fight or something, but yeah, sure. It doesn't always have to be used in a positive tone. It could be in a more snarky or you're fighting with someone, and it could work there too. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's talk about some other expressions. Now, we've been throwing this one around pretty naturally. I think you used it right at the beginning. And I thought, oh, I hope I put this one in the plans. And I did. What is it?
Yeah, might as well. So these mean very similar things, or you might hear them associated in the same statement, right?
Mhm.
Might as well do something. If you're going into the office anyway, you might as well do payroll while you're at it. So yeah, it's not used instead of this, it's used in addition to this, right?
Mhm. Right. Exactly. These ones go along with it. So
Yes.
this one also is a good one that goes along with it. It's why not? X.
Mhm.
So it's your birthday. The cake is amazing. Why not take an extra slice while you're at it?
Yes, why not do this? It's just basically the idea here for today is this thing makes sense to do along with this other thing,
Right.
right? Yes, I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. So yeah, this is about productivity. And Lindsay, do we have a poll for today? So what's our Spotify poll?
We do have a poll. So I think what we should do for a poll today
Yeah.
is ask what came up in the conversation because this is really about what kind of person are you, right?
Yeah.
So do you piecemeal tasks or do
Mhm.
you prefer to get everything done at once? Everything
Mhm.
done at once. Let's say for imagine in terms of cleaning, are you more like me? You wanna clean once a week and do everything. Maybe it takes 3 hours, but you're done. No more cleaning. Or you like Michelle, you wanna do maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes every night, for
Yeah.
example, right? So are you a piecemealer or are you a get it done at once person? That is our poll for today, Michelle. That's a good one.
Yes, that is a good one. So, guys, definitely answer that, and then we will be giving you the results
I'm excited.
in a future episode.
Yeah, and I also wonder if any of that is cultural too, right? Is it
Mm.
personality? Is it cultural? Is it just your productivity style? I mean, both ways are good. Both ways you get the work done, but how do you prefer to do it? Or another example, I don't like to get work done during the day and then go work out and then come back and work after that. I don't like to split it up like that. I would like to just get all the work done and then be totally done, go work out and just go hang out or something. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's I mean, it's definitely nice to feel that sense of accomplishment. Okay, you've
Yes.
completed your tasks instead of
Yes.
I have to go back and finish.
Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes I want to do that, and then my brain is I
Yeah.
realize I'm wandering. I realize
Mm.
is that I'll be more efficient if I actually do take a little break. But of course, it's more
100%.
I would
Yeah.
rather get it done,
No,
but
it's
yeah,
so true.
sometimes
You can't
I can't.
that's a good point, Michelle. You can't force your way through it if the ideas just aren't coming. Sometimes you do actually need that air, get out, go to the gym, maybe go out for dinner or something, and then come back and you have like a new brain. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it is amazing. Yeah. So, all right. So, guys, definitely answer that poll. So, let's do a role play and put this together.
All right, so here we are friends. We're building a DIY bookcase. Now, what is DIY?
DIY is do it yourself. So, this could be from IKEA or somewhere where we have to build our own bookcase.
Oh, no, this never goes well for me. Never goes well.
Me
All
either.
right, let's see how
No.
it goes today. All
Mhm.
right.
Okay. Okay. So, can you go in the other room and grab the instructions?
Sure.
Oh, and you might as well grab the hammer while you're at it. It's in that drawer.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Oh, and why not get us a lemonade while you're at it?
Anything else?
No, that's it.
So I
Mhm.
was I starting to get a little bit like, geez, Michelle,
Yeah.
what's my next order?
Yeah, and do this and do that. Yes, exactly. So I asked you to go in the other room and grab the instructions, and you said sure. And so I said, oh, and you might as well grab the
Mhm.
hammer while you're at it. So you're going in the other room anyway, so you might as well do this while you're at it. So again, those two expressions are used really a lot of times they're used together.
Yes, I love that. Might as well. I agree. So again, they're not replacing each other necessarily, but
Hmm.
they're associated with each other. And we can
Hmm.
start talking about that more on the show too. Instead of replacement phrases,
Mm.
associated phrases,
Mm.
in the same context, in the same situation. That's a great way to learn new vocabulary, right?
Right. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, cuz sometimes it's not always okay, what are multiple ways to use this, but what are some things that you'll hear around it?
Exactly. I love that idea. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I
Mhm.
said, "Oh," you said, "Oh, and why not get us a lemonade while you're at it?" And now you're pushing the boundaries
Now
here,
I'm pushing it. Yes.
pushing your
So
limit.
I used while you're at it. Twice. Might not do that, but
Yeah.
but exactly just to give you another
I
example.
I mean, another thing you might say instead of while you're at is, why not get us a lemonade while you're out or while
Mhm.
you're in the kitchen or while you're
While you're
somewhere,
there.
your
Yeah. Yeah.
physical location, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right, right, right. Exactly. We haven't even started building the bookcase,
I'm not
so
sure if
I don't
this
know what.
bookcase is going to get built, Michelle.
We're just
I'm not
gonna.
sure if I'm confident in this.
Well, especially we haven't even started, and I'm ready for my lemonade, and yeah,
I can tell who's in charge here.
I don't seem very committed. Yeah.
I love it. So this is great. Michelle, is there another episode our listeners should check out right away when they finished this episode today?
Yes, so we do have this was what episode 2326 was what do birds and efficiency have in common? So going back to that idea of the birds and the stones.
I love it. And again, talking about efficiency today. What is your style? There are a lot of ways to get things done, and it just depends on how you want to design your life. So it's kind of cool, especially in the beginning of the year, to sit down and think about what is your efficiency style? Are there any adjustments we want to make for 2025? If you're a piecemealer,
Mhm.
does that work well for you? Or do you
Mhm.
want to become an all or nothing, all at once task,
Yeah.
right? Task rabbit. Someone who just gets these things done all at one time. So take
Yeah.
some time to reflect on how you get things done. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, remember to check out that poll and thank you so much for listening today.
All right, Michelle, you have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye.